Hi ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Icer here. Huge pickup video kind of thing. Shoot. Okay, so I'm gonna get right into it, guys, because there's kind of a lot of stuff, kind of a lot, not a lot of stuff, but there's some stories. Anyway, as a lot of you guys just know, I just had my wedding on Sunday. Yeah. So I did some video game hunting when I went on our little honeymoon thing. And I'm going to start with the first place, but I don't have the game inside. It's not a really good game. It's called Speedball 2100 or something like that. Or 21, something like that for the PlayStation 1. It was 99 cents, so I picked it up. And he had a lot of good stuff in the store. But, nothing that I wanted, I guess you could say. Or a lot of stuff I wanted, but nothing he would sell. So then we went to a second store. Oh, sorry. I'll do these first. On my way up from the wedding, some stuff like that. I wanted some stuff for in the car to play with and some stuff that I had to catch up on. So I picked up Mario and Luigi Dream Team for the DS. Really fun game so far, guys. Then I picked up a sealed copy of Pandora's Tower. I'm going to keep this sealed, or at least I think I'm going to. So, yeah. Then I went to this place, and I got some really decent stuff here. A lot of stuff that was on my list, so I was okay with that. I feel like I'm missing a few games, but okay. So I'm going to start off with a Genesis title. I got The Ooze cart only. Pretty semi-decent condition. Definitely a little things that can be cleaned up, but The Ooze. Then for actually I'll get right back now. Then I picked up Echo, the Tides of Tatum, complete. The manual's really ripped up, but it's in there. Then for the Super NES, I got Ren and Stimpy Show with a little stuff on the back, but I think I can fix that. Then I got the Frantic Flea. And then Chester the Cheetah, Too Cool to Fool. I got this because it was pretty cheap. These all were like $5 or less, except for Echo. This was like $6. And then I also picked up at that store probably my game that I'm most excited about, and that's called Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg. Now this next store was up in the actual Dells. And, this is probably the best store I've ever been to for price-wise. And I'll explain why. Anyway, I'll start with probably the worst and get my way up to what I feel like should be the best. That kind of thing. Alright, so you ready, guys? The worst, and this, when you say this, you're gonna think, really? $8? This was $8 for this, but my fiance really wanted it, and she was letting me get anything I pretty much wanted, so I couldn't really be like, well, that's really expensive. But it's called The Roommate Blu-ray DVD. And she also got an American Tail for $1. Now this game is actually one of the ones, ironically, probably the worst Game Boys I've bought. Which isn't even that bad. It's actually really, really good. But, it's probably the one I'm most excited about for right now. And it's for the Wii. It's called Casper Scare School Spooky Sports Day. Paid $5 for this, guys. 5. It looks like a 2, but it's a 5. Then I picked up Super Mario All-Stars. And this was on my list because of ones I didn't have. And I paid only $7 for this one. $7. I was pretty excited about that. Then I picked up, actually I'm going to start with this game, Joe and Mac for the SNES, for only $5, which is a really good deal. And then I also picked up Battletoads and Battle Maniacs for another $5, guys. $5. And then probably this one, which really makes it a score in my book. It's a pretty rare, not say rare, pretty expensive. I'd say rare too. I've only seen it a few times for sale, even for $30-$35. So I'm gonna, without further ado, following suit with everything else, for $5. Turtles in Time for $5, guys. I seen this. She had so many games for $5, guys. It was called Spin Shack, up by the Dells in Wisconsin. I couldn't believe it. I turned this around. I was like, wow. But I don't know. I only know the games that I want for rarity. I didn't know any of the other ones. So when they're sitting there, for $5, I'm sitting there going in the other room and looking them up and whatnot. But I couldn't do that with all of them because there was just so many of them. It was probably about 50, 60 games, all $5 or less. I mean, they had a Mario World for $7. I decided not to get that. It seemed like I even said, your prices are pretty decent. I didn't want to let her know about, Turtles in Time, Joe and Mac, or even Battletoads, because those are all, she could have charged $10 for those games. I mean, I would have still paid $10 for Turtles in Time. But I'm more than happy with the pickups from this thing. The Casper is an obscure title I've never seen. It's not rare, but I've never seen it. Billy Hatcher is by Sega, or Sonic, so definitely looking forward to getting into that game. And even Pandora's Tower for $30 brand new was decent. I mean, it's not bad. By the way, as long as we're on this, I'm gonna fill in what I feel about that GameStop thing. I don't feel like I don't know if I feel like they ripped us off or are ripping us off on that Exo Chronicles game. But I do feel like there's unexplained answers that somebody from GameStop has to come out and explain. Because otherwise people are just going to start leaving and not coming back to GameStop. I mean, there's hundreds of other game stores that we can go to. I mean, not Pacific game stores anymore, because GameStop's pretty much dominant in that. But more or less, we can go almost anywhere. I mean, we can go to Best Buy. We can go to a lot of different places and reserve our games. We just won't get the power-up bonuses. But if you do Best Buy, you get like $10 off for some of the games. I mean, we don't really need to stand for that kind of stuff. So if nobody comes out and says something soon about it, or says anything and just stays how it is, eventually most 95% of these people are going to drop it. But a lot of us are going to try not to, because who knows what they're doing with other games. I mean, that's a rare game that if you legitimately found it brand new. And a little inside story here is I was talking to a guy at GameStop before this all happened. So probably about, before this all came to light. But I was talking to a guy, and I was talking about if I should pick this up and leave it sealed or whatever. And he goes, I don't know, man, it's not going to be as rare, but I still have 7 different Xeno Chronicles sealed. So if GameStop has 7 of them laying around for him to buy, brand new, sealed, for $50, it makes me wonder if they really think that they have more than just that laying around. Like, did GameStop plan for that to be a rare game? Did they make it so it was going to be a rare game? Did they have enough to make it so anybody and everybody could have got one? Did they do that not only for that game to make it worth something and make double money on it, but did they do that for this game as well? Because you got to remember, if that game was so rare, something being a part of the same series, same set, same everything, they could you know, I mean, a lot of people are buying this to keep it sealed. These are all questions that I think I have, as well as the rest of the gaming community in terms of GameStop. And it sucks because there's a few of us who you know, could have found that game, played it. You know, I mean, there's I don't know. Our company's doing this on a regular. These are all questions that we're gonna either find out or never know, and that kind of sucks because we are paying 40 to, I mean, even for a DS game now, a portable DS game, it's $40. We are paying $40 per game, 40 to 60, sometimes more if you get a collector's edition, per game to play, guys. And I don't think that this is you know, cool in any means. If it is what's going on, and if it's not, then prove it to us, guys. You know, GameStop, come out and say something like, hey, we're just happening to be getting a lot of people who need cash, or anything. Make up for something, for God's sake. If there's no reason why you can't, if there's legitimately no reason, why we can't if there's legitimately no absolute reason at all why you can come up with all of a sudden people are trading in their games, make something up. But if it's not, tell the truth, guys, because we have a right to know as the gaming community. We support you guys. You know, a lot of us go out and we buy hundreds of games from you per year. Hundreds. I mean, I spend more money. I'm going to go blow $400-something at GameStop today on games. Not systems, games. Because I have some games that I have to pick up and pre-order. If you guys want to do something like you're doing with Exo Chronicles, turn into a retro store too. Like, I know you don't have the room for it, but turn into a retro store again. Or not again, just turn into a retro store. You know, I mean, you could have so many different copies of different SNES games. And Mega Media, I love you guys and everything too, but it'd be so much nicer to have more places around with retro games. I'd love to be able to walk down the store and pick up Turtles in Time. Love to. I'd love it. I'd absolutely adore that. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you with a question today, and I want you to leave your responses in the comments. But, my favorite find for this, not my favorite find, excluding these, because I actually bought, excluding these 4, because I bought these to play. I actually bought these to, well, this for collecting purposes, these to play. What's my favorite haul so far of this, just right here? And I'm going to have to say Turtles in Time for $5. Or even Super Mario All-Stars for $7, because this was on my list of stuff to get. So now you guys do the same. Leave a comment in the below and tell me what your very favorite video game find ever was. If it's Earthbound for $100, or if it's Earthbound for $1. Let me know. Tell me what you guys are getting out there. Deals are coming along, guys. I mean, there's not as many good deals going on, but you can find them still. So don't give up on that either. And make sure that when you're buying a sealed game, that it is actually sealed. If you're trying to keep it sealed. If you're not, it doesn't matter. Like my Wario game, it didn't matter. But my Pandora's Tower, I wanted this sealed. So make sure it was actually factory sealed, not just GameStop factory sealed. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, enjoy. I'm gonna leave this leaving off with no, I'm just kidding. But for real, guys, get some gaming done this week. Take some time to spend with your kids. You know, work will go on without you, so take a couple days off, relax with your family. You know, you guys, we deserve it as gamers. Play some games. you know, one thing that we've been, you know, or I have been neglecting myself of really lately. You know, I haven't been able to play half the games I've been buying, so I'm going to go either play games or look at some more games at the thrift shop, and then I'm going to sit at home today and just play some games. I'm going to play Casper, I'm going to play Billy's Hatcher, and I might, maybe finish up Mario and Luigi Dream Team, because I think there's a good amount of time and put into this game. So I'm going to leave you with the cover of this. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I'm going to leave you with the cover of this, combined with this for thumbnail. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Deuces!